What's up, everybody? This video is going to cover how to input a class into the Universal Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu app. So from your profile page, which will be the first page that you get to when you first open and log into the app, you'll see this input class button. When you select input class, it's going to take you to a new screen where you can actually input the class. And the browser is taking a toll. All right, here we go. So start by inputting a date and time. The time is important, and make sure you're selecting the correct AM, PM on the date. This is used to calculate hours and time for users later on. Put in a class picture if you choose to. We hope that you do. It's good for everybody to see and just makes it a little bit more fun for everybody within the app. Third, after the start date class picture, you'll select a uniform. So you can choose gi, no gi, and then position. These positions relate to the positions tab in the way it sits, and you'll select one of the positions. Usually we select a position that is and or pertains to the primary topic of the class for that day. Following that, you can select skill tags, and think of this as like hashtagging for your class. So you can select up to 3, and that's limited just because we don't want to blow out the relations and have 100 different relations to one class. So when you select a skill tag, it will link to other videos associated with it and the classes associated with that skill tag. So everything's connected together. The idea behind this entire app was to make it flow the same way Jiu-Jitsu does and connect everything that we do the same way every position is connectable within Jiu-Jitsu. If you don't see a skill tag that you want to use, you can click the Input New Skill Tag. It'll bring you to a single line form where you just type in whatever skill tag you want to add, and then tap Submit when you're done, and you can then add it to that same class from within that same screen. Past that, another required block, notice that it says required, is to input your technique notes or lessons from the class. And this could be as brief or as detailed as you want. Please note that this section is still editable from anyone that attended that class after submission. The point of this is so that if somebody else saw something that they wanted to input or a question they had, they can add it to these class notes and everyone in the class could see it. Following that, you can add up to 3 detail images. Usually use this for like grip images, the minutia or the meta necessary to perform the techniques covered within the class. If you have guest present, and guest present means somebody who they may be a member, however, they were not within the app to select, or they're just dropping in. You can use this switch, slide it over. You can have up to 5 guests listed in one class. And then after that, you can select whoever was the coach for the day, professor, or instructor. And the name layout you'll see across the board is first name, last name, and anything in parentheses is their nickname. After that, you'll see a member selection. So this is where you're actually inputting who is in the class. Most of the time, this will be yourself in the professor, coach, instructor box, and then you just select everybody who is within that class. You can select up to 25 people currently, and we can adjust this as needed in the future. Once you're done, select Submit, and you will see that class added to the class list. And if you are in that class, you will also see it in your classes attended list. Otherwise, it will show up over here as well, which is also all of the classes that you have attended or coached. Thanks for watching, guys.